Good evening. I don't know if anyone will be joining me tonight, but of course you'll be able to rewatch this at your leisure if you wish. I had a little parcel turn up today, and it's spurred me into action. I got these House of Hell and City of Thieves. So just as a little bit of a test to see how this goes, I'm going to see how House of Hell works playing live. Hopefully people will turn up in chat to help with the decisions. And this may be terrible. This may be desperately boring. I haven't got a clue how it's going to go. But let's find out. The wife and kids are out. I have an hour or two of peace as well. Right. For those who don't know Fighting Fantasy, it's a very simple game. These are choose your own adventure books. Hello, Lucy Mum Van Peltmum. Have we met? I don't think so. These are the Fighting Fantasy books. They're played with D6 dice. When you create a character, you create your skill, your stamina, and your luck. And in this book, there is a fear rating as well, because this is very Call of Cthulhu-esque. I've created my character. He's quite skillful, average luck, average fear, and his stamina is not very good. Book 10, House of Hell. That's the one. There it is. House of Hell. Arrived today. This is the reissue from 2010, published by Wizard Books. Couldn't find my original one from years and years and years ago. Right, so I've got my character down here. I know that background noise can be a bit of a pain when doing things online, and you don't really want to hear clattering dice over the desk. So what I've done on the side of my page there, I've pre-rolled loads and loads and loads of 2d6s, and I'm just going to cross them off as we go down. Those are the rolls, and we're just going to cross them off as we go down. We have got 3 people in chat, which is for an impromptu one. It's not too bad. It's not too shabby. This is a second-hand copy, and it's in decent condition. Slight creasing on the cover. Cost me £3 on eBay. Can't complain. There's no writing in it. The pages are perfectly crisp. So, shall we get started? The introduction is quite long. I do apologise. So now's the time to make a cup of tea before we get going. Hello, Squirrel. The background to the adventure. This is a modern day one. Very Cthulhu-esque. The rain spatters the windscreen relentlessly. You can see no more than a watery gloom as you strain forwards over the steering wheel to see the road ahead. Although the wipers flap valiantly, they are fighting a losing battle as the rain drives harder and harder. Your foot eases off the accelerator as the headlights struggle to light up the road. Damn, you curse the white-haired old man who sent you off along this bumpy track. Probably he meant the second turning on the left, or even a right turning, the old fool. Perhaps this is his idea of a joke. After all, didn't you notice a mischievous glint in his eye? Something vaguely sinister. But what sort of nonsense is this? So you've taken a wrong turn and got caught out in a downpour in the night. The rain will ease off soon. It can't possibly keep up this deluge for long. And then you'll be able to, watch out! You spin the wheel frantically to the left to avoid the figure who from nowhere shows up in the headlights. The car bumps and jolts as it bounces over the rocky roadside and thumps into a ditch. You collect your thoughts. You're unhurt, but shaken. Then you remember what has happened. The body. You must have hit the figure which appeared. There was no way you could have avoided him. You spring out of the car, praying that he is still alive. Your clothes soak up the rain as you hobble back to the road. In the darkness, it is difficult to see anything, but there is no sign of a body. Ooh. You consider the situation. Are you certain that it was someone There's a typo there. And not a trick of the light. Yes, you can remember the arms held up in fright as the car collided and the look of anguish on his face. His face. There was something familiar about that face. A man you recognized. An old man with white hair. Your heart leaps. No, impossible. With a shiver of fear, you race back to your car. But the battery is dead. Your car is certainly not budging from the ditch tonight. The situation is hopeless, but now the plight of your car is paramount. Where can you get help? You passed a garage at Mingleford, but that was some 20 miles away. As if in answer, a light appears in the distance. Someone has switched on a bedroom light. What a stroke of luck. It was at least 15 miles back that you passed the last house, and you happened to have broken down just a short distance from someone's home. You button up your coat and open the door. From outside the car, you can see the building more clearly. Just ahead on the left, a drive winds up to a large house. It is a good 5 minutes walk away, but by the time you reach it, you will be drenched. But how else can you call the garage? You can't afford to miss tomorrow's appointment. No, go you must. Anyway, you'll probably be able to dry off inside after phoning the garage. You slam the door, turn up your collar, and set off for the house. A flash of lightning lights it up clearly for you, but in your preoccupation with the rain, the warning from above is wasted on you. The house is old, very old, and in a shocking state of repair. The light in the window is flickering, most likely an oil lamp, certainly not electric. And you don't notice a fact that might have turned you back anyway. There is no telephone line going to the house. As you climb the steps to the front door, little do you realize what fate has in store for you. Tonight is going to be a night to remember. There's still a page to go before we can make any decisions. Do apologize. You climb the creaking steps. Let's see, there's some art. There's the artwork. Very nice. You climb the creaking steps up to the front door and pause to catch your breath. Even though you ran all the way up the drive from your car, you are soaked through. Your feet are particularly wet. Judging by the number of puddles you stepped into in the dark, the drive needs a small fortune spending on repairs. But under the porch, you are out of the storm. And you brush the rain from your clothes before turning towards the door. Hello, Halakar. The rain is still pelting down, but an eerie silence hangs in the air. No lights are on downstairs. You step back off the porch to check the window, which attracted your attention earlier. Nothing. No lights. The whole place seems to be deserted. But then you remember the time, 5 minutes to midnight. Everyone in the house has probably gone to bed. An owl hoots in the distance, and a shiver runs down your spine. The situation is a little scary. Here you are, in the middle of nowhere, at some strange run-down old house, about to wake up whoever lives inside. At midnight. They certainly won't be too pleased, but you have no choice if you're going to make your appointment tomorrow. You must reach a telephone to call for help, so you step up to the front door. From the left-hand side of the house, a dull glow catches your attention. The light has been turned on. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least someone is awake. You consider your options. There's an elaborate knocker. Here, knockers. In the middle of the door, and a bell pull hanging down to the right. Will you rap the door with the knocker, pull the cord, or creep around the house to investigate the light? I want chat to decide. So, chat, tell me. Will you rap the door with the knocker, pull the cord, or creep around the house to investigate? L says he likes good knockers, so I think we're going to go with the knocker. Anyone else want to chime in there? Knockers, right? Knockers it is. Okay. So we wrap the door with the knockers. Turning the page. A few moments later, the door handle turns slowly. The door opens. Standing in the doorway is a tall man dressed in a dark suit with tails. His long face is solemn. Yes, he asks indignantly. You smile nervously and explain your situation. Your car has broken down. You need to reach a telephone and you're soaked to the skin. The man's face remains expressionless. Come in, he orders. The master is expecting you. Follow me. He leads you into a reception hall and tells you to sit down while he informs his master of your arrival. There's no picture for that one. Sorry, Lucy, Mum Van Pelt Mum. Omanal, I got home from work and there was a parcel waiting for me, so I just decided to dive pretty much straight in. We're playing Fighting Fantasy. Right. So, you sit down in a solid carved chair and look around. The reception hall is certainly not what you would have expected from the outside. It is elegantly decorated with rich tapestries and fine oak panels. A number of portraits line the walls. A sturdy 16th century table is set against one wall. So, hello, Elfbait. We have another choice to make here. Will you wait for your host to arrive? Will we study the paintings? Or shall we go looking for a telephone? Up to you, chat. There's probably a little bit of a delay as well on this. So chat, decide. I want to know, wait for the host, study the paintings, or hunt for a telephone. It could be slow going. There aren't any knockers here. We've already played with the knockers. Or shall we study the paintings? Or shall we look at the paintings to see if the paintings have got any knockers? Yeah, okay. Let's go for the paintings. Right. Let's study the paintings. What could go wrong if you study paintings in an old spooky house? Three portraits, are particularly interesting. Will you look at a beautiful young woman wearing a tiara? A middle-aged, portly gentleman wearing half-moon glasses? Or an elderly woman with grey hair and a cold expression? So, shall we stare at the beautiful young woman, the middle-aged fat bloke, or the elderly old bag? Up to you. Yes, I thought so. I'm guessing, yes, young, beautiful woman. Yeah. Let's look at the painting. I'll show you any artwork when I come across it. A plaque beneath the painting reads, Lady Margaret of Danvers, 1802 to 1834. You stand and admire her beauty and wonder why she died so young. As you are staring at her face, you suddenly blink and look again. Didn't you just see her lips moving? Surely not. A whisper reaches your ears, but you cannot make out its message. You lean forwards and put your ear to the lips. A soft woman's voice is speaking to you. Stranger, beware of this place, for it is cursed. Many have succumbed to its power, myself included. The evil Lord Kelnor will already be plotting your death. Drink not his white wine. Remember that. I'm going to make a note here. Don't drink white wine. It's a shame. White wine. That's got to be a clue. Or if you can, be gone. Escape while you may. You step back aghast. What sort of place is this? A creepy, rundown old building filled with priceless antiques and paintings which talk? A cold prickle runs down your neck, and I must add a fear point. The way the fear mechanic works in this, my fear is 10. If I reach 10, I die. Will you now run for the door or wait and see what happens? So, choice for chat. Run for the door, wait and see what happens. For those who've come late, we are playing that. Fighting Fantasy, House of Hell. An impromptu stream, just thought I'd do it. Received this one as well in the post today. There we go. City of Thieves. Might play that one next week. So, choice for chat. Will you now run for the door or wait to see what happens? It's up to you guys. And gals, if there's any gals. Are you trying to kill my character? Are you really trying to kill my character? I mean, poor guy. He's broken down on the road. Yeah, okay. 2 people have said wait, so let's wait and see what happens. Right, okay. Don't want to get out of here then. Oh, well. All right, okay. We have a picture. There we go. Footsteps. Someone is coming. The tall man you met earlier walks in, opening the door for another tall man dressed in a purple smoking jacket. No take backsies, Omanal. We're not going to be putting any fingers on the choices. This is theatre of the mind as well. So no drawing maps either. May I present Lord Kelnor, the Earl of Druma, the butler announces. The Earl holds out his hand and you shake it. His grip is strong and his eyes pierce yours. His lips widen to a soft smile. You begin to tell him of your predicament, but he holds up his hand. Please, I can see that you have been caught in this filthy storm. My English accent for a villain. There we go. That's how it should be. Let us sit by the fire, and we will see whether we can help. Franklins, tell the cook to prepare some food for our visitor. You protest that you do not wish to be any trouble, but your host ignores you and leads you into a drawing room where a fire is burning. You take off your coat and sit down. The heat of the fire makes you feel comfortable once more. Franklin's, the butler, returns with 2 glasses of brandy. Will you relax, drink the brandy and ask if you can use the telephone? Or will you wait to see what he asks you? Drink or wait and see? It's up to chat once again, who we believe are trying to kill me already. 11 people online now. Hello, Munchy Getcho. And yeah, I haven't said hello to everybody. There's Dave Mills here as well. Yeah, Ricardo, hello. Yeah, right, okay. Right, okay. Only 1 for wait and see, and everybody else is saying brandy. So sorry, Omen Owl and Ricardo. 2 for wait and see, 4 for brandy. Brandy it is. This is very Rocky Horror, isn't it? Very Rocky Horror. So brandy and telephone. Right, number 394. The fire and the brandy warm you, and you begin to feel more relaxed. You may deduct 1 fear point if you have any. Yes, I have. There we go. I'm down to 0 fear. Good. You explain to the Earl what happened on the road, and you would like to use his telephone to call the local garage. I'm afraid our telephone came down tonight in the storm, he replies. We'll have it repaired tomorrow morning. In any case, the garage would not come out here at this hour. But don't worry, you are perfectly welcome to spend the night here. I am glad of the company. Tomorrow, Franklin's will take you into town. Ah, here is Franklin's now. The butler comes back in to announce that a meal is ready. So you both rise to go to the dining room. I didn't get a choice. This is quite railroady so far. I'm not getting too many choices. They seem to want to feed and water me. The dining room looks magnificent. A long table stretches between two fine chairs and is laid with gleaming silvery cutlery. A rich red wallpaper covers the walls. Where else would wallpaper be? And the room is lit by a sparkling chandelier bristling with candles, which hangs from the ceiling. You take your seat and the butler moves behind you to offer you wine. Will you take the white wine or the red wine? Yeah, Ricardo, I had this House of Hell book when I was in my teens. I thought I'd still got a copy up in my attic, but I couldn't find it, so I bought another copy. It's about 30 years since I last played it, and I don't remember ever completing it. So let's see how we go. I thought you might, yeah, Tharistan worshippers. If it is Tharistan, we're in trouble. Tharistan. Yes, we've got to trust young knockers. Red wine it is then. Red wine, of course. It doesn't let me pocket any silverware, though if we were playing a game, obviously somebody would be eyeing up the silverware. Oh, I've just turned the wrong page. Oh, yes, that's all right. The wine is impeccable. A fine vintage. Soup follows, and then you may choose either lamb or duck for your main course. Or you could tell your host that you've already eaten and you're not hungry. So, lamb, duck, or are we not hungry? How is everybody this Friday night anyway? Right, okay. Looks like it's duck. I'd have gone for lamb. I like that. Lamb is my favourite meat. Tender, pink in the middle, mint sauce, gravy. Goose. Yeah. Ours is probably cooked already in this adventure. So we've gone for duck. Your mouth waters as a roast duck is laid before you. The Earl is having the same, and you both chat as you eat. Well, it's good that he's having the same, at least. He wants to know how you came to be driving along this road in the middle of the night, and you tell him about the old man's directions. You ask him about himself and his family. Oh, do I now? Oh, do I really want to know all this? The Earl of Druma is the last survivor of his family. Wonder how long he survived for. His estate stretches for miles around the house. At one time, the estate was prosperous, with many tenant farmers cultivating his land and providing a healthy income for his family. But things started to change. His sister died at the age of 32 under mysterious circumstances. Hang on. That painting, 1802 to 1834? She was 32. Right, his sister, okay. Getting ideas that he might be undead. She was found dead in a clearing in the woods with strange marks on her neck. The news travelled fast, and the ignorant peasants started muttering about witchcraft and black magic. In their eyes, the house was cursed. Pure superstitious nonsense, of course. But gradually the farmers moved to new pastures, avoiding the estate. By now you have finished your meal. Franklin's returns to offer you fruit, cheese, coffee, and brandy. So, what should we have? Fruit, coffee, and brandy, cheese, coffee, and brandy, or just cheese and coffee? Fruit, coffee and brandy, cheese, coffee and brandy, or just cheese and coffee? Fruit, coffee, brandy. That's one vote for fruit, coffee, brandy. Coffee. Yep. Coffee's in all of the options. So just saying coffee. You reckon cheese and coffee? I think we might have a bit of a difference of opinion here. Cheese and coffee. Three for cheese and coffee. Okay. Cheese and coffee it is then. The butler brings in a plate of cheese and a steaming pot of coffee. He cuts you a portion of cheese and pours your coffee into a china cup. The conversation continues. Now, if this was the real me doing this, I'd be able to cast a stinking cloud spell in half an hour because I am lactose intolerant. So it might save my life. You finish off your meal. The Earl rises to his feet, saying, "Our conversation has been most enjoyable, but now you must be very tired. Franklin's will show you to your room. Let us retire." You stand up. He's right. You are tired, and it is well past midnight. You stumble and reach out to steady yourself against the table. Phew, you didn't realize you were that tired. Have you had a little too much to drink? Your head is spinning, and the voice of your host becomes part of a background noise, which is getting louder and louder in your ears. Eventually, you collapse to the ground and lose consciousness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Have you killed me already? Excuse me. You open your eyes, your head is spinning, and it is some time before you are fully aware of the fact that your hands and your feet are bound. The room you are in is empty, but you work out a plan. You'll hop over to the window, break the glass, and use it to cut yourself free. Pulling yourself to your feet is awkward, but you manage it, and with a mixture of hops and shuffles, you arrive at the window. Outside, the wind is blowing the rain against the window panes. Will you go ahead and smash the window? Excuse me. Will you go ahead and smash the window with your hands? Something of a risky business. Or will you instead test your luck? Shall we test our luck to see how we get on, or shall we choose not to use luck here? Up to you in chat. Do we spend our luck? Or don't we spend our luck? I've got 10 luck points. Smash. So you reckon I should just smash the window and not test luck? Okay. Yep. Right, we now have 2 for luck and 2 for smash. Next one gets it. Luck. Okay. 3-2, voting for luck. Test my luck. I've already got a load of rolls here. And my first roll is an 8, which means my testing luck has passed. I'm not going to tell you lot what the rolls are in order, but that means my luck drops 1 point. So I'm now on luck 9. Hello, Justin. Some new people joining. There's also, is that Jassage de jeu de rôle? How's my French? Is that okay? Jassage de jeu de rôle. I can speak a little bit of French. Right, so we test our luck. 136. Were you lucky or unlucky? We were lucky. Chatting about RPG. Well, jeu de rôle, yeah, I'd have known that was role-playing game, but I didn't know the first bit, jassage. So that means chatting. Oh, I've learned something new. We were lucky, so we don't hurt ourselves. Turn now to 317. You cut yourself free and massage your wrist to get the circulation moving again. Then you walk over to the door to try it. It is not locked. You try the handle, open it a little and look outside. Your room is on a first floor landing. Facing the door is a balustrade, and looking over the banisters, you can see the entrance hall below. To your left, there are two doors in the corner of the building. To your left, there are two doors in the corner of the landing, which runs along to the right. To your left, there are two doors in the corner of the landing, which runs along to the right. Okay, if you wish to go this way, then tell me now. Or looking to your right, the landing runs past another door and then turns to the left. So shall we turn left or shall we turn right? Whatever handed I am. Ah, right. Yeah, you might be lagging a little, Halakar, then. You always go right. I am right-handed. So, but Grumpy Old Slan does say that adventurers always go left. I need to buy some Lone Wolf books, Lucy Mum. I don't have any. They don't seem any in this country, so I'll have to have a look. We haven't really got much of a consensus here. We drive on the left. I'm right-handed. So Dave reckons right. Justin says left. Jassage de jeu de rôle says right. Balustrade way, I think they're both got a bit of balustrade. Go west. West is left. Munchy Gecko left. And Jassage, well, he's already voted. So we're on 3 left and 2 right. You have 8 sets of Lone Wolf 1 to 28. That's called hoarding. I am going to subscribe myself to your channel. I écouterai. Can't remember that one, but I know it's after the stream. So I will do something. Probably will do it after the stream. Yeah, is that right? Play 8 games at the same time. Right. Okay, we are going left. Right, we're going left. 287. Return to. Still no more pictures. You walk up to the 2 doors in the corner of the balcony. The one on your left is named Balthus, and the one in front of you has no name. If you wish to enter the Balthus room, tell me. If you would rather go through the other door, let me know. Or do you want to continue around the landing? So Balthus, no name, or continue. Wonder if landing, you reckon continuing around on the landing? So 1 vote for landing. We should check the rest of the landing. Dave Mills thinks Balthus. So 2 for landing, 1 for Balthus at the moment. No love for the door with no name. So Ricardo has to be awkward. Okay, right. So you lot are probably going to troll me, aren't you, now, and just make me make the decisions. Okay, well, there's 3 votes now for no name. Any more votes? Any more votes? No name it is. Okay. 86. Oh, there's a picture on this page, but it's not to do with number 86, sadly. It's number 85. The door opens into a narrow passageway which ends at a window. There was a door halfway along the left-hand side, and a sign on the door identifies it as the Diabolus room. That's not ominous at all. Shall we try that door? Shall we investigate the window? Or shall we go back to the landing? So options are try the door, investigate the window, or go back to the landing. I probably can make polls, but they'll take probably take far too long. Sort of breaks the flow a little bit. I mean, I don't want us to be here all night. You're a window guy, okay? I won't have you explain that. Window, landing. So with 2 windows and a landing, 3 windows. If I was a player who liked springing chaps, I'd say Diabolus room. Right, we are leaning towards window. Right, okay. Yeah, the Diabolus room does sound a bit iffy. Let's see what's out the window. Curtains are drawn across the window, and you approach cautiously. You gingerly pat the folds in the curtain and are relieved to find nothing there. Although they seem to be safe, you are still on your guard as you draw them apart. As you do so, a thunderclap booms outside and makes you jump, but you are safe. A perfectly ordinary window is uncovered. However, the iron bars on the outside are a little worrying. Through the window, you can see nothing but the rain running down the pane of glass. But curiously, the rain is avoiding one area. Could it be that the wind is blowing the rain away from this corner? You bend down and take a closer look. Written in the condensation which has formed on the glass is a message. You read 3 words. The 3 words are Mordana in Abaddon. Mordana in Abaddon. You repeat this message to yourself, which I just did, and then rub it off the window in case anyone else should see it. This message may be useful to you, and you'll realise when it is. Well, thanks for the tip. If later in the adventure you want to use this message, it tells me to turn to a page. But now we must head back to the landing and turn left. So it seems we're not going into the Diabolus room. And we're going to 193. If you wrote a D&D adventure which was made players do that, they'd be up in arms. A short distance further on, you come to the top of the main staircase, which leads downwards. Immediately opposite the staircase is an unmarked door. Shall we go downstairs? Shall we try the unmarked door? Or shall we continue around the landing? So, downstairs, door, or landing? Elle is determined just to keep walking round and round and round in circles and not look at anything by the looks of things. I guess that's the way you survive, I suppose. But people seem to want to go for the unmarked door, so 377. You step into a small storeroom and close the door behind you. There are shelves on the left and right walls, on which various household objects are stored. In front of you, in the wall facing the door, is another door. What do you want to do? Shall we search through the things on the shelves? Shall we try the door opposite? Or shall we return to the landing? Let me guess what Elle's going to go for. So, shelves. door, landing. Loot the shelves. Find the gold pieces. 4 for shelves straight away. Okay. Very quick winner. Let's turn to page 83. Yeah, there may be gaming books there. Probably isn't. There's probably death there. 83. Oh. Oh. Various items of crockery, cutlery, and food are kept in the storeroom, including a sharp meat knife, which you might like to hide under your coat to use as a weapon in the future. I certainly would. When you make your character, you roll 1d6 plus 6 for skill. I got 11, but I have to start with 8 because I've got no weapon. But this knife allows me to move it back up to 11. So there we go. And my bad stamina hasn't come into play at all yet. So the fact that my character's got low stamina doesn't look like it's mattering too much. On one shelf, you find several cloves of garlic. Yes. There's an unlabeled bottle of white liquid on another shelf. Shall we drink the white liquid? Shall we ignore the liquid and try the door at the back of the storeroom, or go back to the landing? If this was a game of Call of Cthulhu, I would, as long as you know the way back to the portraits, because of course you've passed out, so you don't know quite where they are. But I'd say, yeah, go back to the portraits, because I'm sure staring at those portraits would have your sanity ebb away, which of course is what you want in Call of Cthulhu. Okay, we've got drink, door, drink. Don't trust white liquids. No, I don't either. Let's just drink everything. Go for the door, drink not the white wine. Don't drink. Door is just winning at the moment. It isn't white wine, is it? Don't drink. Okay. Right, it does look like the door has narrowly won. Narrowly. Okay. 255. You step out of the storeroom into a hallway. To your left, the hallway ends at a door which leads into the Shaitan room. If you wish to try the door, let me know. Almost opposite is the Mammon room, which, if you want to go in that one, let me know. If you're not interested in either of these, we can go back to the landing through the storeroom. So, Shaitan, Mammon, or back to the landing. One vote for Shaitan. It's getting foggy in here. It's Mammon, Mammon, which I believe it's Mammon, one of the archdevils in D&D. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Lucy Mum is metagaming. Let's do the time warp again. Right. We've got 3 Shaitans and 2 Mammons at the moment, I think. 3 Shaitans at the moment 2 Mammons. Anyone else want to cast a vote? Yes? No? Vote now. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Shaitan it is. Okay. No, Shaitan doesn't sound good to me, but let's have a look. Let's have a look. You open the door and peer around. The room is a large, elegantly decorated bedroom with a 4-poster bed in one corner. There's a 3-piece suite in the center of the room facing a fireplace. A fire is smouldering, but the room appears to be empty. On the far side of the room are 2 more doors. Do you wish to go into the room or quickly close the door and leave the room? Do we go in or do we decide this is a trap and run away? We've had Diabolus, we've had Shaitan, and we've had Mammon. So these are all demon names, aren't they? So yes. Abaddon, I'm guessing, is as well. 1 for in, 2 for running away. 2 for in, 2 for running away. We haven't got a dwarf, unfortunately, apart from the person who's reading it out, because I'm not very tall. 3 for in, 2 for running away. Oh, hang on. 1 in, 1 3, 2 3, 3 3, 4 3. So 4 for in, 5 for in. Okay. Hang on. I think I've just turned to the wrong page. No, I'm sure that was 389 I was supposed to go to, but that's very annoying. I didn't tell you the numbers, did I? It's been a while since I've seen a picture, so I've completely lost my place in the book because I'm stupid. I remember 200 recently. 200. Okay. Yes, 200 was the last one. 300. Oh, quickly close the door and leave was 389. That's why that looked wrong. Going in. 69. That sounds as if someone was having a joke there. Going in to 69. Right. You step inside and close the door quietly behind you. A soft click comes from the lock. As you step forward, a voice greets you. You look around, but you can see no one. The voice continues. So, our visitor is inquisitive, eh? Or are you trying to leave the house? Perhaps our hospitality is not to your liking. Maybe you would like to see some more, shall we say, amusements. The eerie voice makes you nervous. Add a fear point. There we go. I'm up to 1 fear again. Do you wish to stay and talk to the voice, or shall we try and run? Stay and talk to the voice, or try and run? No, run. You don't if you use Omanal's technique of using a finger in the last page, so you can always go back and cheat. Okay, let's talk it out with your fist +4 of bludgeoning. My fists are useless. Okay, so we got 1 run, 1 stay and talk. Lucy Mum's voted twice. Dressage 2-1, 3-1, 2. Talking is now just about the leader, so we're going to stay and talk to the voice. we have a picture. We have a picture. It's him. It had to be him, didn't it? Yes. There he is. In front of you is a high-backed armchair facing the fire with its back towards you. A figure raises itself from the chair and turns to face you. The man is tall and pale with jet black hair. He wears a long black cape fastened across the neck with a gold clasp. Yes, he says. So far you have fared well against the occupants of the house. Met anyone yet, have we? But I believe you will find that your run of luck has come to an end. Step forward so I can see you. Will you step forward as he asks, or will you prepare to attack him? Right. Step forward as he asks, or do we attack him? Because, of course, he doesn't look at all menacing. We have got some garlic, haven't we? Hasn't asked about garlic yet, but... One for step forward. Yes, we did pick up garlic. Yep. 2 for step forward, 1 for attack. I would say we're a good guy because all we want to do is get our car sorted and get out of here. Step forward, step forward. Okay, let us step forward. 326. I'm reading the number out so you remember, just in case I go wrong. Okay. The tall man spreads his cloak. He is staring directly into your eyes, and his dark pupils seem to pierce your mind. At the last minute, you panic and try to break his gaze, but it is no use. You are under his control. He covers you with his cape, and your last memory is a sharp stab as his teeth sink into your neck. There we go. I'm dead. I'm dead. That lasted about 50 minutes. And my poor guy is dead. It is Saxious. Yeah, it could be Saxious. I did think it was going to go on a little bit longer, but that is the end. And I don't particularly want to go back to the beginning on this stream because most of you have heard all that starter stuff before. So shall we call it a day here, or do you lot want to chat about something before my... Yeah, I know it's bogus. The garlic should have worked, but maybe if we'd have attacked him, then we've had a chance to use the garlic. I have a feeling that room might be death anyway. I think we should have ran away from that encounter. But hey ho. Maybe the garlic was past its best before date, a bit like the house, or the white wine, maybe. Yes, clean the house for your D&D group tonight. I've not got a D&D game. Yes, note to self: run from vampires. I've not got a D&D group game tonight. My next game is tomorrow. Playing When a Star Falls. We may finish it tomorrow. Those of you who know the adventure, they've got the shooting star. They've met the good sage. They've liberated the tower, and now they're going to go and meet the Svirfneblin to trade the shooting star for some books of prophecy. Yeah, Elfbait, maybe. Yeah, concentrate next time. Pay attention, boy. Anything for Halloween? It's 5 weeks away, and I don't plan anything more than 3 or 4 days in advance. I'm not a planner, but we'll probably have some gaming of some sort. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Ricardo. I had no idea whether people would enjoy me just reading out Fighting Fantasy and you like chatting. I didn't know whether I'd bore you to tears or not. And Justin, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thanks for the thumbs up. Glad to see you join in. I mean, maybe we'll play. How about playing another one next Friday if my family are out again? Because it's maybe City of Thieves next Friday. Thank you, Elfbait. I'd like to think it comes with being English and having that sort of accent, you know. Yes, Justin, we do use Discord. We play on Discord. I'm currently running. I've just finished running a Call of Cthulhu adventure for 4 of our regulars. I've just started running the same adventure for 2 more people, and hopefully we're going to get a few more join for the next session, which is going to be a week tomorrow. And every 2 weeks I'm running AD&D on Discord as well. That's first edition AD&D. Currently when a Star Falls, we've completed the Saltmarsh series, so the characters are all around level 4, and it's all going very nicely. And I plan to run some MERP on there very soon. So you're more than welcome to join in. And we'll have to see what happens. I mean, obviously time is a thing. I've got 2 jobs. But one thing I'm going to be having in the next few weeks is my Sunday nights free, because I run a pub quiz on a Sunday night, and the pub is closing for 5 weeks for a refurbishment. We have got probably the weekend of the 16th booked up for a game of Blades in the Dark at one of my friends' houses, but I could possibly run something on a Sunday night in the non too distant future as well, if anybody wants it. We shall see. Munchie, I did think about doing Warlock of Firetop Mountain, but I recently played it myself, and there's a lot of combat in it, which I think could be quite tedious, and the combat's really easy and a bit monotonous. It was the first book. Justin, I haven't really done much just random chatting in there other than playing games. I've had chats with the people I play games with before and after the sessions, but I should be in chat a little bit more often. In fact, I think I'm going to go over there now. So anyone wants to come and chat, let's go over to my Discord. I'm going to end this stream. Lovely to see you all. Nice to see it's been a success. I didn't have any idea what it would be like, but to get 17, 18 people at peak on just an impromptu stream on a Friday night when you should be all working, because it's not Friday night where most of you are, it's Friday afternoon, or if you're in Britain, you should be in the pub. Anyway, I'm going to end the broadcast now. I'm going to pop over to Discord, I think. So thank you all. We'll do the same again next Friday if my family go out, because obviously kids, I say kids, they're 18 and 15, but they'll still be noisy in the background. But cheers all. I might see some of you over in Discord in a bit.